Georgia, and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the football first. Looking for a man. It's Sapp. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Northern Illinois' offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 45. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Dropping back, it's Sapp. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Gets it out fast. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Trying play action. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Sapp. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's sacked. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Boone. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Jacksonville State.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
They're trailing by 17 to Washington. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping... Breaks into the open. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shift.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. To the air. It's Sapp. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Caught, close to the marker, it's Boone. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Gonna look downfield again. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Pulls and fires complete. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
2nd down.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona.
Here's the handoff.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Sapp. Setting up the screen. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Working the middle, it's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sapp. Grabbed over the middle, it's Boone. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Jacksonville State.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, they didn't have to blitz. They run the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to the ground game on the left. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the stomping has commenced.
And the offense is so lucky. That easily could have been a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it. And the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On first down, he just sneaks it ahead. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Hard running there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dances away. He's got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Dead center perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. He's got him in the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
so frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.